In the latest breaking news at the top of the hour, Latvian Prime Minister Andris Kulbergs and Lithuanian Prime Minister Mindaugas Sinkevičius held a joint press conference in Riga today after bilateral talks. The two leaders focused on deepening practical cooperation between their countries. Sinkevičius proposed holding annual full cabinet meetings, rotating between Riga and Vilnius, to tackle shared challenges more systematically.
We have covered a lot of topics, despite that we had so little time. And those topics are security when it comes to Latvia, Lithuania, regional security. Also, we shared the common commitment to help and continues helping Ukraine. And there were also practical regional project, strategic project related questions that all have a word Baltica, as already mentioned, Air Baltic, Rail Baltic, Via Baltic. So we have regional projects that we have a common understanding of fulfillment. But when it comes to strategic regional projects, there's always a burden to the budget. There is always a question of managing those projects, delivering them on time, and many issues occur while implementing those. But as Prime Minister Andris said, we have to coordinate, and I'm happy that political commitment is there. So despite all the turbulences, geopolitically wise, changes in the governments, and so on, fuel crisis and other things that we are not able to manage, we will manage those projects and keep on working. The political commitment is there, so therefore I'm very happy.
On secondary migration, the Lithuanian Prime Minister noted that his country has recorded roughly 1,900 cases since the start of the year, but the situation is improving. Progress has been visible since mid-July after the issue was discussed during the Latvian president's visit to Vilnius. Sinkevičius confirmed Lithuania has sent 20 professional border specialists with dogs and equipment to support Latvia. He said both countries are making a real effort, the numbers are coming down, and the situation is moving toward normalization.
Secondary movement or secondary immigration is an actual question. We touched upon this question as well during our private conversations and to the dialogues of two delegations. The numbers are quite high. Lithuania counts that it's since the start of this new year, it's approximately 1,900 secondary migration. But we see improvement because we addressed the issue when a Latvian president was visiting Vilnius. There were ministers also escorting and in the delegation, and we addressed those questions, and we see that Latvia is really making an effort. You have this werewolf, and I think that the werewolf is really, making its work. Lithuania, as a neighboring partnering country, will always help in these certain situations, and we help. We send 20 of our professional border patrol specialists with dogs and equipment, and if you will require additional or extension of this help, we are ready. The situation is getting getting normalized. I would consider it from what I see in the recent weeks. Not so long in the office actually, but despite that fact, we're looking at the progress or situation since the middle of July up till now, and there is a good progress. I think that we're managing to fight back, and I think what we agreed together with the Prime Minister is sometimes Lithuanian border could be breached, or sometimes the Latvian could be breached, Estonian, because it's always not just a hybrid or illegal migration, but also some business smuggling of cigarettes, etc., etc. So we have to put an effort to control the situation, because it's not just a purely question of controlling our borders, but also eastern flank and the borders, outside borders of Europe. So we're making an effort. We're seeing that Latvia is also making an effort, and the situation is getting normalized.
China has rejected the idea of using sanctions and economic pressure against Iran, responding to questions about US President Donald Trump's announced plans for an economic D-Day targeting Iran and its trading partners. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian said sanctions and pressure tactics are not the solution.
Imposing sanctions and pressuring do not help to solve the issue. China calls on relevant parties to take responsible measures and to solve the issue through diplomatic and political means.
For continued global coverage, stay connected to the Loveworld networks.